Today we're going to talk about polygons. There are many different polygons, and I'm sure you've heard of the names, but we're also going to recognize our regular polygons that you are familiar with and irregular polygons. Our keywords today are going to be sides and vertices. When we draw these polygons, I will explain the sides and vertices so that you can see what we're talking about. The first polygon we're going to talk about is a triangle. You are familiar with this shape. It has 1, 2, 3 sides. These are your sides. Your vertices are going to be where your line segments touch. That makes them the pointy parts. We have 1, 2, 3 vertices. Notice that the same amount of sides are the number for our vertices as well. So we have 3 sides and 3 vertices. An irregular polygon, so an irregular triangle, would be a triangle. This is going to be a right triangle, but it's irregular because it's not going to be the shape that we're used to seeing. Here's another example. This is a square. We have a rectangle. We have a trapezoid. And let's add a rhombus. Please remember, you are going to call this a rhombus and not a diamond. These all have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. It also has 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. Every one of these. Now, because they all have 4 sides and 4 vertices, that makes them quadrilaterals. Quad means 4. So these shapes here are quadrilaterals. They all fit into that same category. Now, an irregular quadrilateral would be one that still has 4 sides and 4 vertices, but it might be a little bit slanted shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Or it could look like 1, 2, 3, 4. Another example of a polygon would be your pentagon. A pentagon has 5 sides, and a regular pentagon shape looks like a house or home plate if you play baseball. But an irregular pentagon shape would still have 5 sides. It would just be a little bit different shaped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as long as it still has those 5 straight lines and it's closed and they don't cross, it's still a pentagon. Our next example of a polygon will be the hexagon. The hexagon has 6 sides and 6 vertices. Start by making the equal sign. Then you want to add the less than sign and the greater than sign. And that is your hexagon. It has 6 sides and 6 vertices. Now, an irregular shaped hexagon could go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is still a polygon because it has 6 sides. It's got straight edges. There's no curves. It's a closed figure. That's a hexagon because it also has 6. Now, your octagon has 8. That's your stop sign that you're familiar with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you connect your edges. 5, 6, 7, 8. That gives us our octagon. Now, an irregular octagon also has 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As long as it has our 8 straight lines and our vertices, it's still an octagon. A 9-sided polygon is called a nonagon. It kind of looks like an octagon, but it's got one more straight edge in there. So that is a nonagon. It has 9. So a nonagon that would be irregular would just need to have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's still a nonagon because it has our 9 sides. 10-sided figure is called a decagon. Also looks like your octagon and your nonagon, but it's got one more additional flat side in there. And remember, the irregular shape, as long as it has our 10 straight edges, it is a decagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a decagon.